welcome back. You're still watching Daybreak Extra on Trust TV. Now, we're moving on to the next segment, and we have an artist, or well, that's the artist, musician, or comedy segment. And right about now, we have a comedian and a skit maker known as Deacon Famous, popularly known as Bushfather as well, joining us virtually from Asaba, Delta State. Good morning, Deacon Famous, and thank you for joining us on Daybreak Extra today. This beautiful morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and
How
clear.
about this
How are
beautiful
you?
morning?
Are you there?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I can hear you. I said, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how is Asaba?
Apparently, I'm not even in Asaba. I don't even live in Asaba anymore.
Okay. All
Yeah, I
right.
live in Lagos now.
Okay. All right. So, can you tell us, just give us a brief background of who Deacon Famous is? We'll take a quick breather and try to reconnect with Deacon Famous, and we'll be right back.
Remember.
Father, please forgive me for your sins.
The Lord bless you. Go ahead and confess your sins.
But Father, what is Babalawo doing here?
Babalawo.
Yes,
Where?
Babalawo is here behind me.
Which behind me? In this parish? Uh-uh. What's he doing there?
Father, I came to confess now.
He should confess. Who told him he has committed sin? Yeah? Babalawo. Does he look like there's a problem? Is he angry or something?
Father, I don't know. I don't know. I only saw him there.
Is he alone?
Ha. Father, how will I know if he's alone? You know these people, they move in multitude. There might be somebody behind him now, spirit, I will not know.
Which spirit? Which spirit? Think it's everything you joke with. It's not a spirit. Wait. Did he come with any charm? All those things they used to do juju.
Father, I don't know, but he's wearing a red cloth. And that white thing they used to put in their eyes that is like charm. When they look with one eye like this, don't charm you. Like this.
Who told you who told you this charm? Because you see somebody wearing red. Do you know if he's a fashion designer, just chose to use that dress code? You don't know all these fashion designers, they dress anything. You don't see all these that they relate. That's how they used to wear rubbish. You say it's fashion. Maybe it's one of them. All those things you are thinking is charm. Do you know if he's Prince Charming?
Father, are you scared?
Who scared? Scared for ordinary Babalawo. Greater is he that is in me than he that's in the world.
Okay, so that was one of the skits by Deacon Famous. So, welcome back, Deacon.
Thank you.
Background about yourself.
Uh, my name is Awesome Chidebere Udaya. That's my real name. And I was born and raised in Asaba from a family of 8, and I'm the last. And my parents died about 23 years ago. Life has been tough. I went to Benita International School. Then for secondary school, I went to St. Patrick's College, Asaba. Then university, Delta State University, Abraka, where I studied history. And after my university days, still kept on hustling. It took me 10 years to actually get into the university. I was at home. I was hustling. I was in comedy for 10 years before I wrote my second jam and I entered school. So it hasn't been easy, especially my childhood. It wasn't funny anyway. It wasn't funny at all. Like, it was quite difficult growing up without parents. Uh, had quite a lot of people trying to be like a father to me, trying to be like a mother to me, but even though it wasn't accurate, a lot of people really helped me a lot. Like the family of Mr. Wakama Okafo. I mean, they took me in after I lost my parents, and they gave me the best of home training. So it hasn't been easy, but giving up has never been an option for me. So that's why we're here.
When did the idea of skit making come to you? When did you, say I want to go into comedy? What was it that pushed you into comedy?
First of all, I started as a kid actor. Yeah, I started acting when I was in primary school. We did a drama, and I think it was witnessed by a Nollywood producer at that time, Osondu Odun. So I think that was like in 1998, and then he gave me some Nollywood scripts. So, but before then, I used to gather my friends. When I was a child, I used to gather my friends and I'll make them laugh. I'll do some funny stuff, and I see them laughing. There's this woman that had a shop in our compound, because I grew up in the police barrack. So she had a shop, more like I wouldn't call it a beer parlor. It wasn't up to a beer parlor. Where men gather to sit and gist and drink ogogoro. It wasn't even beer at that time. It wasn't wine. It was ogogoro, the normal kai, the one Delta people call shepe. So she would call me while they're drinking. I'll make them laugh. Then when I'm leaving, she'll give me biscuits. So I started comedy as a child. I've always been funny, you see. Then I realized that going to the university would be really very expensive and something I might not be able to fund by myself. So I even told my classmate I wasn't going into the university at the same time with them. So I had to hustle. So I took comedy more seriously after my secondary school. I was one of the most socially active students when I was in secondary school. I was involved in every social activities. So when I took comedy, I started stand-up comedy when I was in GSS2 in one of our social gatherings in school, because I went to a boarding school, and I took it as a business after secondary school. I had to earn a living with it, because at that time there was actually nobody to assist me. My siblings didn't really were all struggling. So I had to take it more seriously after secondary school. So I went into comedy as something I didn't plan. I just saw myself in it. It's been there from childhood. I mean, I was born into it, you see.
Stand-up comedy and skit making, which pays more?
To be very honest with you, skit making pays more, but stand-up comedy is sweeter.
Why? How?
I started skit making in 2012. Yes, I started in 2012 when I started with a series I titled The Marriage Counselor. At that time, then I didn't even know how to open a YouTube channel at that time. So someone said he was going to open a YouTube channel for me. Then we started shooting. Then I realized the YouTube channel had his name. So I felt he was trying to rip me. So I stopped. Then I started again in 2014 when Instagram was introduced to Nigeria. When Instagram was really having lots of engagement. That was when I signed up for Instagram in 2014. So, but to be honest with you, skit making pays way more than stand-up comedy. Like if stand-up comedy can give you 1,000 naira, for example, skit making can give you 20,000. That's the margin, you see. So skit making pays more, but a lot of us do stand-up. We don't do skits. Some persons do skits. They don't do stand-up. But a few of us, we have the both. Like the likes of myself, Edo Pikin, Casino, Dascent, Brain Jotter, Sabinus. These guys, they are holding it down on both sides. And that's because, like I said, stand-up comedy is sweet. And it's something that comes with lots of passion. No matter how rich you are, like me, even if I become a billionaire, I will still be doing stand-up. Stand-up is so sweet. But skit making is way more profitable, financially profitable.
I'm going to ask, how do you come up with content and material for your skits? Like, where do your ideas normally come from?
At midnight. I don't sleep at night. I don't. Like, everyone who knows me they know that the best time to reach me, if you want to have a long conversation with me, has to be at night, like midnight. I'm always awake. I sleep from 5 to 10. So um, I think I start thinking from 11 to like 2 p.m. Then from 2 p.m. to 5, I start writing. You see, I most, in fact, the best of my. So I usually come up with my contents at midnight. Then again, if it has to be during the day, then it has to do with my daily experiences. You see, for example, if I'm going out now, Lagos is known for traffic. So I might have a certain experience while on the traffic, or while in the traffic rather. Then I'll be like, okay, I can shoot something like this. I can create something with this. But when I get home, it has to be at night. I'll have to put them together and arrange everything. So my ideas basically comes at night.
When you went into skit making, did funding prove a challenge? Because skit making is not cheap. You know, you need cameras, you need people to help you take shots and all of that. So how were you able to manage that?
You see, it's in today's world that I've come to realize that funding is a problem. It's not a challenge. To be honest with you, when we started, who was even going to pay for anything for you, actually? Some persons used to send me mails, they send messages to my DM, telling me that, oh, I'm a comedian, oh, have written some skits, but nobody to sponsor me. Sponsor you for what? What exactly are they sponsoring you for? You typed that message with a smartphone. So why do you need a sponsor? Let me tell you my first skit that announced me. I was the only one in the skits. The second voice was, the person wasn't showing. So the person held the camera, you see, and was talking from behind the camera. You get. So the person just she was like, excuse me, father, father, forgive me if I have sinned. I say, God bless you, the Lord bless you, go ahead and confess it. And she did her confession without showing. So all I needed was just one person to hold the phone, nothing more. Now, at the time I did that content, I didn't even have a smartphone. I didn't have an iPhone. I think it was in my 300 level. I was in 300 level in school. Then she had to send it to, because she was in uni then. I was in Delsu, so she was supposed to go back to school. So I sent the videos, like the rushes, to my sister's phone. Then I bought a memory card, copied it from my sister's phone into the memory card. Then I took the memory card to school. It was in school I had to use my friend's phone to edit it, and I posted it. By the time I was getting back to my hostel, I saw that AY reposted. The next thing, Tunde had not reposted. The next morning, I had over 40 celebrities reposting that content. I didn't spend a dime on it. All I did was I got someone to hold the phone, told the person what to say, and I edited myself. So some of these upcoming content creators, they haven't even learned editing. So the funding now is for people like us who don't even have the time to sit and edit anymore. But that's because we can fund it now. But back then when we started, we used to edit by ourselves. If you interview some other content creators, they will tell you the same thing. As a content creator, you must know how to edit. It's
All
a
right,
must. Who's going to
Deacon.
edit for
Now,
you?
most of your skits are actually centered around, father and confessions, right? Now, aren't you scared that you might actually lose ideas or creativity? Aren't you scared that it is becoming, that it might become too monotonous? Do you have plans of diversifying?
I have actually. I have diversified already. I had to come up with some other series. We have the Married Man series. Um, we'll have the Rant series. I brought back the Marriage Counselor again. We'll have Pastor Emeritus series. So we have a lot of others. On my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page, we have several diversified content, still produced and directed by me. So that's what I've done already. But then again, going out of ideas can never happen. You know why? If you go to a priest, for example, it's a person who has been a priest for, let's say, for example, 35 years. He will tell you he has never run out of the kind of sins he hears every day. You see, people do a lot. The sins that our fathers committed, it's not the same type of sins we are committing right now. So I can never run out of ideas. It's not the same kind of scenes my children would commit. They will have a more civilized scene, something different to take their time. You know, our parents can commit a scene on their way to farm. It can't happen now. You know, it can't even happen with my kids because they won't go to farm. You see, they're going to have like something different. So it can never happen. I can be on that Bushfather series for the next 100 years. I'm never going to run out of ideas. Trust me.
You actually check the statistics to actually know which of the series has more views?
Yes, and it varies. Sometimes Bushfather does. Sometimes there was a time like between uh, October up until January this year, the Married Man series had more engagement. Now is the Rant series that has the highest engagement ever. You know, but then Bushfather, when Bushfather was still topping my charts, Bushfather had more tendencies to reach out to more people. Like we had one Bushfather episode that had about 37 million views on Facebook. So it had more tendencies to fly more. But in terms of, raising discussion, is the Rant series that has it for now. For now.
If I may ask, what do you enjoy most about content creating? What is it that keeps you going? You're funny, yes, but people always say you must have passion for whatever it is you're doing. So, what do you enjoy most about what you do?
Is the acting. Acting is sweet. I love acting. I enjoy it. You see, where the basic work is the editing, but the acting keeps me going. It keeps me alive. It makes me not to get tired because I enjoy it a whole lot, especially when I have to work with a professional actor. So I mean, acting is sweet. So is that acting part that there's some. I might feel like sometimes I feel like acting some certain character. Like right now, in the past few days, I've been feeling like playing the pastor character. Like I haven't done that in a while, so I have to now create something, you something relating to that. And by the time we get on set, I mean, it's fun for me.
Have you ever received a negative review for any of your projects before? Like maybe
Uh,
people coming to throw your work, and how do you react? Because you seem like someone that's easygoing. So, how do you react to negative reviews about your work?
this is how I react. I just laugh. This is how I react. Yes, because someone will be in their houses, or someone will be in their house and subscribe 100 naira MB, 100 MB with 100 naira, and think they can use 100 naira to spoil my life and spoil how I feel. It's not working. Truth is, before putting out that content, I knew you were going to comment that nonsense. Like I knew you were going to say that. I don't just create content, shoot and post. I have a team who will sit back, review it, watch it. Everybody will say what they think about it. So that content, that comment you're about to drop on my post, somebody from my team already said it, and I dealt with it already. So you coming to comment, you are repeating what somebody has already said. I mean, it's not supposed to get to me. And that's your opinion. You are entitled to it. It's your right. The truth is this: some people who troll you, they are your realest fans. So I don't like it when celebrities or content creators get to feel very bad that fans are saying some stuff. Those ones might even be the ones that love you the most. The ones who don't even tell you that you are wrong or this content has issues, they might not even be your real fans anyway. So I just laugh about it. I don't. If it's beginning to get to me, I'll stop reading it. What's there?
Okay, Deacon, I want to put you to a test. Can you please make
Okay.
me laugh?
But you're laughing already now.
I'm not. Yes, my time hasn't started. Don't worry, but just attempt to make us laugh here in the studio.
This feels like a job interview. It feels like a job interview. I don't think it works. Ask me a funny question. I'll give you a funny answer.
The reason why we're actually asking you to make us laugh, you're a stand-up comedian. So you could just, stand there and make people laugh. So it's as good as you sitting and making us laugh. So we want to laugh,
I'm not
please.
standing, first of all. I'm sitting. Then again, comedy doesn't work like music. If I were to be a musician, you tell me, okay, sing for me now. I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll sing for you. But comedy has to come from inside, and something has to prompt it. Now, if I'm going on stage, I have to prepare for it. I have to observe the audience, know that, okay, fine, my first 5 seconds, excuse me, my first 5 seconds on stage, this is what I'm going to say, this one. But, I mean, it's like a live TV, so it doesn't always work like that. But if you ask a funny question, I'll give you a funny answer.
Yeah,
Let's
maybe.
okay, pass, right?
I'm-
Pass,
I-
not
I- see,
second class
I-
low
No,
SF.
no,
Give you a
pass.
pass.
We'll give him a pass for now. At least we saw his skit earlier, and that
Yeah,
triggered some
it made
smiles.
us
So
laugh,
yes,
so-
we'll give you a
Did you
pass.
laugh? Did you laugh when you watched? Did you laugh when you watched the skit?
Yeah, I did.
So why are you now holding me? So why are you putting me on the spot? If you go and watch the skit again.
Deacon, just before we wrap up, do you have any advice for the up and coming, comedians or skit makers?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like I can have all of them in one room and talk to them. Some of them flog them. Like, let's be realistic. Some of them, in fact, most of them are always in our DM. Boss, I'm a comedian too, like you. I want to do this. I want some will even say I want to be like you. You don't even know what I'm going through. You want to be like me. You see, some they feel like money is a factor. It's not. I don't like it when people think that money is a problem. If money can stop you from doing something, then even the rain can also stop you. Because when it rains, some people say, I couldn't go to work because it rained. I mean, the job of the rain is to fall. Your own is to go to work. Why should one person stop another? So these guys, wake up. You have a smartphone. If you can be on Instagram with a smartphone, that phone is all you need. Some of them even get some certain level of support. Those days, nobody supported us. I'm being honest. It was just, when I say like support, like steady support, nobody really did. We depended on our churches before. I've had a show where we did publicity in my church. None of my church members attended. That was when I knew that my fans really were not church members. They were even outside my church. Then I used to do like strictly gospel comedy. I had to tell myself that, no, I need to spread these wings outside this ministry. No church member, I can't count up to 5 church members that have bought tickets for my show. Some of them, they just put all their trust in the church. And when the pastor fails them, they come and complain. And they will now feel like the devil is the next option. It doesn't work that way. The pastor is a human being. Your church members are human beings. They are capable of disappointing you. I'm just telling you challenges that I faced. You see, even up until now, I had a sold-out show in Asaba last month, 29th of May. And I mean, I couldn't see more than 2 church members. Don't depend on anybody.
Thank you so much, Deacon, for spending time with us. Deacon Famous, right? Yes, for spending time with us on Daybreak Extra today. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to us.
Thank you. My sleeping schedule, actually.
Okay, we'll take a quick breather, and when we come back, we will jump into the gossip segments the way some people jump into conclusions. So just stay with us.
Father, bless me for I have sinned.
The Lord bless you. Go ahead and confess your sins.
Father, my elder brother is a very rich man, and he's the only rich person in my family. So I noticed he made me the next of kin, and so I killed him so I can inherit his property.
Wait, your elder brother trusted you enough to make you his next of kin, and you killed him.
You be mumu.
It's God that will kill
We
you.
just pray.
Yes.
But Father, since I killed my elder brother, his spirit has not allowed me to rest. He has been tormenting me.
Why will he allow you to rest? You can never rest. There's no rest for the wicked. As long as you kill your brother, you can never rest.
Father, he's here.
What?
Father.
Who is
Father, he's here. My elder brother is here.
Doing what? What was your brother doing here?
Father, look at him. He's here.
Stop being juju be saying now. What kind of boy is this now?
Father, he's here. Look at him.
Hey, why you hiding in my back now? Your brother is here. You are still hiding. Come and let your brother see his target.
No, Father,
was that the one that killed him?
And they never leave.
Also, I don't know you. I don't even know your family.
They have left you behind.
Touch me that what now? What's wrong with this? My friend, come here. Oh.
No.
Why will your brother touch me? That know your family.
Father, help me. Save me. He wants to touch you. Father,
What?
look at him.
Touch me now. What happened now? What kind of boy is this now?
Father, save me.
I didn't kill anybody. What kind
He
of...
wants to touch you. Father, save me. Father, save me. Look at him. Father, look at him.
Now you're just vibrating. Father, are you mad? So you think it's only you that have anger issues?
I don't know what came over me.
You don't know what came over you. Something will come upon you again, and that one you will not like it. If they born you well, if they born your papa well, shout here again. I'm talking you are vibrating like this. Father, am I your mate? Are you mad? Are you mad? You think I'm one of those people in your compound? Shout here again. I'll kill you. You crazy? You dey with Curtis. You dey shout. You dey mad? Now for me, anger issues. Go to me, brother, can do anger issues now. Unyama, if they're coming to church to come and show yourself. Go to Ghetto. Go to Ikotun. Go to Ikorodu. Go and do anger issues. Or go to Port Harcourt or Main Market. Go and do anger issues. If they will not burn you alive. You think as you vibrate, I'll not be afraid. You see your head. That's just your anger issue and you don't even know anything. Olodo. Now come here with shirts that they draw your face. Unyama. See person will get anger issues. How much you get? How can they give money? Do anger issues first. If I will not hurt you. Don't do that nonsense. You see what I'm
Police just stop me. Say park. I park. They say where your particulars, I show am. Driver's license, I show am. Caution sign, I show am. What invest me now when he asked me for roadworthiness, even when the road is not worthy of my car. I still show am. The policeman can look and say, now I be like, say, this guy ready. Oh. Now the police can ask me one question. He say, young man, if for example you are driving on this road, sleep can't carry you, what do you go do? I say sleep not carry me. He say, for example, you dey drive now, sleep carry you. What do you go do? And my friend in front seat. Now I point to my friend. I say, hey, this my friend will drive me home. Now the police look my friend. They say, young man, where's your driver's license? My friend say, no get. He say, you are under arrest. I say, for what? He say, for thinking you will drive him home without driver's license.
How many you don't sell? How many you don't sell? No, guys, speak out now. Why is your mouth shaking?
All right, we're jumping.
We've jumped.
We're jumping into entertainment right now. So, what's on the list? You know, we talked about Funke Akindele earlier.
Yes. And it's actually so sad because that's the second Nollywood marriage crash we're having this week.
And that's a second marriage crash.
Crashing. Earlier in the week, Chacha Eke came out to say, that, she's not with her husband anymore, that she would rather come out now and speak than die in silence. And then just, I think 2 days or a day after, Funke Akindele.
Family,
that's the funny thing. Everybody has now, people are now even posting videos of them with Toyin Abraham did a video with her husband, trying to say that, us, we are fine, nothing is happening in our marriage. There's this other Nollywood actress, Chizzy Alichi or Alice, I'm not sure of her name. She also came out to do a prayer on Instagram saying she covers her marriage with the blood of Jesus. People are saying, that means Mercy Johnson's marriage must be the best because they've never heard any rumor or news about her marriage. But I'm just, I'm really wondering what could be the cause of Funke and JJC's separation. There's been news of, there was money mismanagement,
exactly
infidelity.
What I was going to say, because it has to be, because when it comes to, friendship, they actually have that.
Yeah.
And, there was a time, I think JJC's son in the UK came out to complain about Funke Akindele. I don't know if that's an issue.
Yeah, but, I also put that into consideration because people who have worked with her have come out once or twice to say that she has an attitude.
But nobody is perfect. No matter how funny or no matter how much you look.
I see Funke to be nice. I see her to be, easygoing.
She's actually, helped a
Lot
lot
of people.
Do you
So
understand? She's only human.
people
for
would,
God's sake.
fall out of character once in a while, but I don't mean that you should use that to express or explain who they are in general. But if it comes to money mismanagement,
It's actually difficult for couples to work together.
because that was earlier. I was actually going to ask Ginika that what do you do as a woman who earns more than your husband,
works,
and
yeah.
and it now seems to look like your money is the cause of your problem. Meanwhile, we are screaming for we want more independent women. We want women to do better for themselves.
Isn't that
And
the
here
reason
you are
why
as a
she
woman.
said, you should be able to know how much the man makes, know how he spends the money, or
Yeah.
it works both ways.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, in Funke's case, in the beginning, I'm sure JDC was not just throwing cash around.
Of course.
Yeah, so like for it to get to the level that they'll say mismanagement, because from the way they present things, it seems like two of them run everything, the movie production thing together.
Well, but that was actually a wrong move because she started this particular movie
On her own.
She should have left it that way.
but then
Probably
she got
created
married.
something else for both of them.
Yeah, but then he also came on the show, and then being a couple, she probably wanted to. It's the way you're single now. When you marry, people can do joint accounts.
No, it's exactly what I was about to say. It's as good as having a joint account. Yes, you can have a joint account, but also have separate accounts. Do you understand? Not put everything.
Yeah, but I always
together.
thought JJC was a man of his own when it comes to finances.
that
Hearing that
was
he's
back then
spending
now. That was
Funke's
back
money,
then.
I was really
No,
surprised.
but of course, that was back.
Because there
then.
was a time that I don't know who posted it, who got who the SUV and the Prado. Was it Funke that bought it for two of them? That was a wrong
What's
move.
that? The house?
No, not the house. There was a time that I don't know
Because
who
the
posted.
house, the mansion actually belongs to Funke.
They said she has shares in the Amen Estates now.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's where they used to do Jennifer and all her studio too is also there. Because I know there was a time that they posted two cars, one SUV, one Land Cruiser, and a Prado, I think. And they were saying it was a gift to themselves for the hard work they have done. So are you telling me that's her money? I'll be sad. Because why are you spending that amount of money on a man you've seen that has not put in that much?
Okay, so let's move on to...
Moving on, R. Kelly has been sentenced to 30 years.
That's a long time. But
Very,
that,
very
half of
long
30
time.
15 is still
It's
a
still,
long time.
but I mean, 30 years is good enough to reflect on the things you've done and if you would do them again and if it was, if it was worth it at the end of the day.
Well, Mike Tyson actually recently come out to say that, the best 3 years of his life was when he was in prison.
I'm pretty sure Mike Tyson had a very, very comfortable suit in prison. He was not in like a kiri version.
He had peace.
No, there's a way, America, they also consider mental centers like prison. So it might not necessarily be where you have wardens and you're wearing orange and all that. It could be like a mental facility. You're just there playing card games, drinking water, taking medication, going to classes. Yeah. So it might not be like, the way us are thinking of Kuje prison. It might not be that for them.
All that, before prison.
Yeah,
because they had the money to splash around.
But in R. Kelly's case, he's going to the heart of it, for sure.
He's
going to the Kiri version. He's going to the Kiri version.
I think with that, we have come to the end of Daybreak Extra on Trust TV. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for joining us on this show today. We'll be back again next week, Saturday, same time, 8 a.m., same station, Trust TV. And do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. I'm Dasha and Hussein Ausman. Thank you so much for watching.
Until next week, I'm Rosemary Bassi.